Hey guys, this is Sammy from techbrew.com, and today I'm reviewing the Otterbox Defender case for the iPhone. This is the case right here, and I'll show you all the different sides of it. And this case comes with a holster, and this holster is actually pretty nice. It's got a really nice clip on the back, and this actually snaps into a specific fixed spot. The actual iPhone case itself, iPhone case, fits in there just fine, the Defender case. And it's easy to take out as well. Just slides right out. And this Otterbox case comes in this package right here. And it's available in two colors, either black and yellow or just plain black. And you also get an instruction manual. Shows you how to put the case on and how to take it off and so forth. So, a couple things about this case. Number one, it is a two-piece construction, meaning that there's an outer shell and an inner shell. So this one's got a silicone rubber shell that covers a plastic hard shell. So that's how that works. All the ports on here are actually covered. There's a dock connector port, and as you can see, that little piece of silicone rubber just covers that port just fine. And the top part, headphone jack, is also covered. And you can see we've got the lock switch you can actually activate directly from through the case, as well as the home switch. You can activate it through there as well. There's a thin piece of plastic that covers the screen, but it still allows you to completely interact with the iPhone itself, which is pretty nice. On the side, we've got buttons. Your volume up and down can actually be accessed through here, but the silent switch can't. That may be a limitation for you. For me, it's not a problem. I just go in there and turn off all the audible notifications and slide the volume of the ringer all the way down to the last one bar. You can't completely silence it. But with that one bar, you can barely hear the ringer, especially if this is in your pocket or if it's in the holster. So there's that. So aside from the limitation of the hold switch, there really is nothing you can't access or can't do while the iPhone is in this case. It's really nice. It is definitely a functional case. On the back, we've got two little cutouts there, one for the camera and one for just the Apple logo. And actually, that's kind of the only issue I really have with this case is that cutout for the Apple logo. I really don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. I would rather the case have a flat black area and just one cutout for the camera. If you prefer the Apple logo showing through, that's fine. To each his own. I just don't think it's necessary. So that's the case. One thing to note on the bottom, you see those where the microphone and speaker connection are, and actually up at the top where we've got the earphone earpiece, there's actually a little piece of white cloth that's covering that. And what that does is, should you be out in the rain, in Arizona we don't really have rain, but should you be out in the rain, that's going to absorb some water so that the microphone and speaker don't get saturated with water immediately. Granted, this is not a waterproof case. It's only going to help protect against the occasional, couple drops of rain and so forth. So keep that in mind. You can also see that the proximity sensor on the earpiece is also active and open. So if you were to hold this up to your ear while you're taking a phone call, the screen is going to dim out like it's supposed to with this case on, which is actually really nice. So let me go ahead and take apart the outer shell so you can see what the inner shell looks like. And this silicone case just comes apart really easily and just slides right off, peels right off there really well, really easily. And there's what the inside of the case looks like. Now, if you see on these little tabs back here, we've got a couple of them, and then there's one right there. By separating those, the case actually comes apart into two different pieces, which is pretty nice. Now, again, like I said, if you have a Best Skins Ever on there, Best Skins Ever Total Body Shield, you'll see that I've got that little discoloration, those air bubbles happen because that's plastic sticking on plastic. One thing to note though, if you have a Best Skins Ever, whether you've had it on your iPhone or if you've had it on an iPod, you know that trying to find a case that is a snug fit is almost impossible. When I got this case in, I wasn't sure whether or not it would fit over my Best Skins Ever skin, and it did. And that's another reason why I absolutely love this case, because not only do I have that first layer of protection for my total body skin, I also have the second layer of protection, which is the hard shell, and now I've got a third layer of protection, which is the silicone skin. So for me, this case is really the best solution out there at the moment. This is my favorite case that I've used so far. I absolutely love it, and I definitely recommend it for anyone out there who's looking for a case that's going to be able to protect your iPhone a little bit better than the case you probably have right now. One thing to note, I do work in an office environment, and in an office environment I like to have a professional looking case for my phone, and having this show up on the back just like this, I mean, this does look nice. It isn't bulky at all. As you can see, it's got a pretty thin profile. It is larger than the iPhone, but again, you're getting additional protection that your iPhone wouldn't have if it were in a thinner leather case or a thinner silicone case. So with this case, I'm able to work or use it at work without any problems. And then also when I go home, I don't really take it out of the case and put on a sort of at-play case or an at-home case. I can just use the same one. And really, this is the only case I found that actually accomplishes that. And I'm very happy with it. If I were to rate this case out of 10, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 in every aspect. Price, performance, durability, build construction is very good. I really think this case is going to last for a long time. But again, Otterbox, please take that little hole out for the Apple logo. It's just not necessary. If you develop a case that doesn't have that, I think you'll be able to sell a lot more, because that's one less vulnerability in the case. So again, this is a wonderful case. Go out and buy it. Please visit techbrew.com to visit details on how to purchase this directly from Otterbox.com, as well as get my pros, cons, and my overall opinion of this case. So that's that.